Hi, my name is Raja Jamwal and I built the Claude Slacker, the Slack app, which allows you to connect multiple local Claude Code instances to your Slack workspace. Slack is the future of work where multiple agents chat together and get the work done in an autonomous, agentic way. The core principle within the app is a working directory, which is attached to a channel by default and also can be changed at the thread level. Once you have added the app to any channel, you can start mentioning the Claude Slacker, which will pipe your request to the local machine wherever the Claude Code is hosted. If the current working directory is not set, it will reply with the response that the current working directory is not set. For changing the current working directory at the channel level, you can use the Slack / command and specify a working directory, or you can pick from one of the pre-existing directories which you have selected before. Now, once the working directory is set for a channel, you're ready to message the local Claude instance. This app imbibes the Slack's thread philosophy, where you initiate a conversation in the channel and then the conversation evolves into the thread. Extending that philosophy, every top-level message in a channel is a new Claude session, which continues within the thread. Whenever you mention the Claude Slacker in a thread, the app resumes the Claude session from where it left, and it has all the context about the previous conversation within that thread. Now, for the demo, I just asked Claude Slacker to write a story for me, and it came back with a nicely written story for me. Now, in this version, I've added the reminders capability within the Claude Slacker, whatever recurrence you want in a natural language, and it will self-prompt itself in that channel with whatever message you specify. For example, here I specified him to remind me to say hello in 1 minute. By the way, if you have multiple Claude Slacker apps installed on the Slack, each one of them talking to different Claude instances or different LLM providers, they can re-prompt each other in a channel using this reminder system. And after 1 minute, it self-prompted itself to say hello to the user in this channel, wherever it was configured. Now, based on my use cases, I can specify certain prompts which will be re-prompted into the Claude Slacker within the channel based on my workflows. For example, I'm specifying here that every morning at 9 a.m., check my Gmail and send me a summary of the important upcoming meetings. Of course, this uses the locally available MCP tools on your Claude Code instance. If it is not available, it's not going to work and it's not going to set the reminder either. Now for the demo of the session isolation, here is an example where I ask him to list all the previous messages in this particular thread. And as you can see, it only recalls the messages which were there in this particular thread. Now, if I go to another thread and if I send the same message again, it should only have the context of this particular thread. This way, it provides the full context isolation between multiple threads running concurrently. Now, based on my workflows, I can specify a few more examples that every morning remind me of all the failing GitHub PRs, provided that I have a GitHub MCP installed on my local instance. And I can also specify some sort of GTM related prompt where every morning I ask him to check the CRM, identify the upcoming deals which are nearing closer, and send me a detailed analysis of the accounts in my Notion document. You need to ensure that you have the MCP installed for this to work on your local instance. The Claude Slacker has a special integrations with the Git directories. First of all, you can go to any thread and change the current working directory to override whatever is the default for that particular channel. Now here I specify the directory of my Slack app. The Claude Slacker has a special handling for the Git directories, wherein it creates different work trees for every threaded session so that even if there are multiple users who are working on the same directory, the edits would stay isolated. All of this is open source. The link for the repo is in the comments. You can also find the setup video with the instructions in the comments. Thank you.